Okay, this video is on how to make a URL on a page, and a URL is pretty easy, but I'm going to show you something extra while we're doing it. So if I turn my editing on, and I'm going to do a URL here, it's pretty simple. When the URL opens up, the name is what they see, the URL is what they click on, description is not used, although I do use the appearance down here to make it go in a pop-up so that it opens a new page. Otherwise, it will just override the page that we're on. So I always go to do a pop-up on it. So that's one thing I do. So I'm going to say start of your MLA paper is what they're going to click on. Now I'm going to show you. I went and made a Google Doc with the basics of a paper on there, and if I was to go and grab that link that Google gives me, this is what the URL looks like, and specifically I'll put it down here. That's the link to this Google Doc. But I don't want them, first of all, it's only shared for them to view, but I want them to actually have it open as the start of their paper. So I'm going to change the word edit right here to copy, but I'm going to show you what it looks like first. So I'm going to save and return the course. So now if they click on start your MLA paper, it's going to open up that Google document that I've shared right there for them, and they only have edit rights. But I want them to have their own that they're going to edit. So I'm going to go back here to edit, and I'm going to edit settings, and I'm going to change the word edit to the word copy. And if I change the word edit to word copy, I'm going to go ahead and take that, drop it on top of here, and say save and return to course. Now that same URL, which is just a click for them to go and open a document, and again, you could use this to go to anywhere. I'm just showing you how to use, in this case, to open it up to a link to a Google Doc. If I click on that one now, it's going to automatically come here and say, hey, would you like to make a copy of MLA Starter? And it's going to put it in their Google Drive that they can edit, and it's not going to touch mine, but it's going to give them one that they can edit. So it's a great way to give them a starter document on something. If you're doing a Google project and you're not using Google Classroom, to link it right in here into Moodle and make it so, hey, they're going to get their own copy of that. They're going to click on make a copy, and if they're not logged in, it's going to make them. It's going to say copy of that, and then I can have my directions that, hey, this is just an example. Make sure you put your name and blah, blah, blah on making it. So that's all it is to adding a URL to your site. And again, the big gotchas for me is to make sure I go down here to appearance and make it a pop-up. If I leave it as automatic and I do that, then when they click on that link, they leave Moodle. And whenever I have my students click on links, I want them to stay in my course but get to the new content, which means I want it to open in a new window so that they haven't lost where we were working at the time. That's it for adding a URL to your Moodle course.